And in Argentina, both private and public sector unions are making progress in meetings with businessmen and the national, provincial, and municipal governments. The aim is to determine the salary increase that each sector will receive so that incomes do not lose out of inflation. From Buenos Aires, Argentina, Carolina Silvestre will explain the details of the case of public servants.
According to union leaders, keeping wages above inflation is a central struggle of Argentine workers.
The truth is that we have accumulated a very high loss of purchasing power after the 4 years of the Macri government, where the level of deterioration of wages was systematic, and with the government of the front of all we have recovered. But actually it is not enough because of what you have just mentioned. Inflation rates, the level of accumulation and concentration of those who market and produce the food chain, the basic elements for any family and for any household.
Leader Manuel Sueiro highlights the Fernandez government's fair prices program, but warns that more needs to be done to help the population.
It seems to us that there are many proactive policies that could be implemented, not only in terms of control, but also in terms of regulation and sanctions. In other words, there are levers in the state to apply them, and it seems to me that they are trying to find a balance. The truth is that the vast majority of workers, both public and private, are in need of a pay rise, and there is a demand that is transversal, that is, a fixed amount for all workers, regardless of whether they are state or private workers, but which somehow increases or includes an urgent improvement in purchasing power.
The trade union leaders' view is that the outcome of the distribution process should be for the benefit of the workers.
Every time inflation goes up, we workers lose with inflation. But to make a figure in relation to our best salary, which was in 2015, today in relation to 2015, we are 27.5% below. So that is what we also have to think about, not only to fight inflation, but also to be able to recover purchasing power. That is why we are asking for a fixed amount, because we have many colleagues who are below the poverty line.
The civil servants meet monthly with the national government to discuss these and other demands, including job security.
It's not the recently recruited, but workers with 10-20 years seniority who are in temporary employment. So this is also our demand. We understand that workers with so many years seniority are in a state of vulnerability if they are not transferred to permanent employment. Stability is a constitutional right, and we must enforce it.
Identical claims of the unions representing the different sectors of Argentine society.
Carolina Silvestre, teleSUR, Buenos Aires.